I can still remember the very first time I had a student show up to her lesson and break down in tears. My name's Christina Whitlock, and today I'm talking about what I did then and what I would do differently today in our really quick piano teacher tips. So I had only been teaching for a few years at this point, and I had this wonderful middle school student who was very hardworking, fantastic personality, but we got about 2 minutes into her lesson and she just erupted into tears. And it was very typical stuff. You know, she was a perfectionist-minded student. She was struggling in school. She was feeling a lot of pressure from that, a lot of pressure at home from that, and she just couldn't keep it together any longer, and it all came to the surface during her piano lesson. This is all pretty typical stuff. We've all seen it a time or two, right? Well, back then, I had what I felt like was a really formative experience with that student, where I put the music aside and I asked her to talk to me about what she was feeling, and we spent most of the lesson talking. Now, a lot of us have had this experience, and a lot of us pat ourselves on the back and say, job well done, because we cared well for our student in their moment of need. And I absolutely agree. I really do. But in the last 30 years of my teaching, I have evolved to a different perspective when this circumstance occurs. So when I get a student who comes to me with a lot of burdens from outside the studio weighing on them, I, of course, ask them what's the matter. I definitely let them talk to me about their problems, but actually, I don't let myself talk the lesson away anymore. I definitely ask them to help me understand what they're struggling with, but here's the change. I do not let them or let myself talk the lesson away anymore. Because guess what? As piano teachers and as music teachers, we are uniquely equipped to show our students a completely different way of coping with difficult emotions than almost anyone else in their lives. We are the ones that can help them understand that our instruments are here for them in their times of emotional distress. So, while absolutely I am a kind listening ear for my students, my goal with students who are upset is to get them playing, get them back to the music as soon as possible. Maybe not their assignment, but I will get them playing the instrument in one way or another, because music is our refuge. And I know you feel that way, but I want my students to feel that way as well. So I hope that this is a kind reminder to you that yes, talking is great, but in the lesson, playing is really even better. I'm often known for saying, talk less, play more. That mantra applies to many, many scenarios. Really quick piano teacher tips.